Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we dive into the world of entrepreneurship and explore the concepts that drive business success. Today, we're going to talk about banking deserts, financial inclusion challenges. This is a critical issue that affects not just individuals, but entire communities and economies. So, what are banking deserts? Simply put, they are areas where there is limited or no access to traditional banking services. This can include rural areas, low-income neighborhoods, or communities with high levels of financial exclusion. The term desert might seem dramatic, but it's an apt description of the financial landscape in these areas. The concept of banking deserts has its roots in the 1990s, when researchers began to notice a decline in bank branches and services in low-income neighborhoods. This was partly due to deregulation, which allowed banks to merge and consolidate, often at the expense of smaller community-based branches. As a result, many communities were left without access to basic financial services like checking accounts, loans, and credit cards. One key concept is financial exclusion, which refers to the inability or reluctance of certain groups to access mainstream financial services. This can be due to a range of factors, including poverty, lack of education, or cultural barriers. Financial exclusion can have serious consequences, including limited economic mobility, increased vulnerability to predatory lenders, and reduced access to credit and other essential financial tools. Another important concept is the idea of financial inclusion, which refers to the provision of affordable, accessible, and tailored financial services to underserved populations. This can include products like microloans, mobile banking, and community-based savings programs. Financial inclusion is critical for promoting economic development, reducing poverty, and improving overall well-being. Let's look at some real-world examples of banking deserts in action. One notable case study is the Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, which pioneered the concept of microfinance in the 1970s. By providing small loans to poor women, the bank was able to help them start businesses, improve their incomes, and gain greater financial independence. Today, the Grameen Bank is a global model for financial inclusion, with millions of customers worldwide. Another example is the payday lending industry in the United States, which has been criticized for preying on low-income borrowers with high-interest loans and fees. While payday lenders may provide a necessary service for some individuals, they often perpetuate cycles of debt and financial instability. This highlights the need for more responsible and inclusive financial products that prioritize the needs of vulnerable consumers. So, how can you apply the concept of banking deserts to your own business or career? One key takeaway is the importance of understanding your target market and their financial needs. If you're developing a product or service for low-income or underserved communities, it's essential to design it with their specific challenges and limitations in mind. This might involve offering flexible payment plans, simplified language, or culturally sensitive marketing. Another practical tip is to explore partnerships with community-based organizations or nonprofits that specialize in financial inclusion. These groups often have deep roots in the local community and can provide valuable insights and expertise. By working together, you can develop more effective solutions that address the unique needs of banking deserts. According to research by the Federal Reserve, in 2019, approximately 22% of households in the United States were unbanked or underbanked, meaning they lacked access to mainstream financial services. This highlights the need for innovative solutions that can reach these communities and provide them with affordable and accessible financial services. In conclusion, banking deserts, financial inclusion challenges is a critical issue that affects not just individuals, but entire communities and economies. By understanding the principles behind this concept and exploring real-world examples, we can develop practical solutions to promote financial inclusion and drive economic growth. Remember, Every great business starts with a deep understanding of the problems it's trying to solve. So, take action today by seeking out opportunities to learn more about banking deserts and how you can contribute to creating a more financially inclusive world. Some recommended resources for further learning include the Federal Reserve's report on economic well-being of U.S. households and the World Bank's report on financial inclusion. You can also explore online courses or certifications in financial inclusion, such as those offered by the Financial Health Network or the Center for Financial Services Innovation. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.